Across the 30. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Mahomes going to start this one with a throw. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up. And 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw again. This is intercepted. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Right to the air, it's Fields. He'll get that complete. It's George Pickens. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw a great example of it here.
He'll let this one go long for Williams. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Mike Williams, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Alpha. Medic. Hey, Monday. Right.
Fields to throw. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Play action now for Fields. And he's in. Mike Williams. Touchdown, Steelers.
This is just back-breaking here. If you're the defense, you feel like you're in a really good spot. It's 3rd and pass. You understand what the offense likely has to do to convert the first down. They just don't do a great job of covering the receivers. And at the same point, let's give a lot of credit. Nice job by the quarterback working through his progression, getting to the right choice, and it pays off for a touchdown.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. But dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Yellow. Hey, Sunday.
throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's caught by Hunt. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. That's caught. Travis Kelce. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Yellow. 15. Hey, 43.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. They put Kelce in motion. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10.
15.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. Patterson now to return it.
Here we go, son.
A first down throw for Fields. Catch is made. That is Williams. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Hey, what? Here we go. Hey, carry. Chip slant.
Off the play action, here's Fields. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Fields. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down.
Here we go. You got a mini basic. Why not? Easy. Right.
Fields to throw for it. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for a 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs.
Yellow. Right.
1st down throw, Mahomes. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
57. Right.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
Working the right side, taken in by Rice.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Short kick taken just inside the 20. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36.
Angel. Here we go. Good.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. Fields now on 2nd down. That's right side and brought in by Williams. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
Hey, Ted. Out, let's go. Here we go. Angel. Right.
Fields now. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. You got to up. Yep. Hey, Ted. Extend. Right.
Throwing again. Fields on 2nd and 10. That is caught downfield by Pickens. Pickens. And he will get into the end zone. George Pickens. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. Now they'll set up the screen for Hunt. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. 2nd and a yard.
At the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Yellow.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mahomes. And try as he might, he will not get back to that line of scrimmage. They will force him out for a loss.
He's holding on to this ball for a while. He's trying to wait for someone to uncover, but eventually he just runs out of time, Mike, and that actually is going to go down as a sack, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Attack!
On 4th down, they snap it to Mahomes. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
11.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. That's complete, left side to Pickens. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Here's Fields. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Yellow. Attack! Yellow.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this?
Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Don't jump. Ready?
They put Pickens in motion.
Right.
Play action now for Fields. He'll let this go for Pickens. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the 5. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return.
Chip square. Press. Touch right. Here we go, son.
Fields now to throw on first down. A dive and a catch. Incredible. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Yep. Here we go.
They go play action with Fields. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Here we go.
They put Wilson in motion.
Hey, Garrett. Right.
Second down. It's Fields. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
He'll air it out down the middle. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier. So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down. Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
That's caught by Hunt. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Here's a run with Hunt. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage, and it sets up 4th down. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This will be a 48-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs are back within a point. It's 14-13. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. First down. Fields. Now a shot here, deep middle. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
Yellow! Yellow, yellow! Come back! 15! Right side!
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Right.
On 1st and 10, Fields. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
No mas, no mas. 11. Good night.
A first down throw for Fields. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
First down throw, Mahomes. That's taken in by the running back, Piron.
Complete to Samaj Piron. Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on time. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Right side.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's complete. Left side to Worthy. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard
it. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Hey, 551, 551. Easy. Hey, 10. Right.
Off the play action, here's Fields. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Hey, 10. Here we go.
Austin brought in motion. Fields now on 2nd down. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie. And the Chiefs will have great field position right around midfield.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
Yellow.
Mahomes on 1st down. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. What a time for a pick 6 for the defense. As the other team is trying to get themselves right back in this one, the defense extends the margin with the pick 6.
Yeah, just a critical moment. You find yourself on defense, Mike, trying to hang on to this lead. And not only do you do that, you pick 6 them, and you're able to extend that lead.
The kick is good. Makes the score Steelers 21, Chiefs 13.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here comes Worthy to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Yellow.
A 1st down throw for Mahomes. A short one caught by Kelsey.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. He'll throw it left and has his running back. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass in a really...
Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. Now, a big 3rd down.
2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
1st and 10 for Mahomes. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
He'll check this down to the running back.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Hey, Ripless. Hey, color.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. 1st and 10.
Here we go,
From the shotgun, it's Fields. He'll find his big target, Pat Fryermuth. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
These wide outside the number throws, this is where a quarterback really gets to show off his arm strength and arm talent. This puts a ton of pressure on the defense because now they say, all right, we have to defend every single blade of grass.
Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays, but I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone. it.